Was how big a player was? I mean, it's kind of obvious answer, I guess. Tony Khan, your biggest influence in coming to AEW. Your being able to interact with the owner. Is that important to you?
Can you say that again?
Was
loud.
Tony Khan an important element in convincing you to sign with our company? He was to me. I'll tell you that. I loved his enthusiasm and his passion, and he's a smart son of a gun for somebody that has not been on the wrestling radar. Was he obviously very critical in you deciding to make this move to AEW?
Yeah, he was a part of it. He definitely could have fucked it up. If he'd have shown up at my house and been like, "Oh, this guy's an idiot. I'm not going to work for him," then But he was. It was very apparent that he was a huge wrestling fan, and he could sit there and talk with you about ridiculous, obscure shows and whatever, and he gets like excited about stuff. Like he gets like little kid excited, where he'll be like, "Dude, we can do this idea. It's gonna be sick," and you're like, "Calm down." And a lot of the stuff, just the stuff that I like that Tony said, because he's like, "Yeah, we're not gonna do like a house show schedule," and he's like, "Yeah, it doesn't make any sense," and he explained mathematically, because he's good with numbers and stuff, I'm not. He explained why financially that's outdated and doesn't make any sense, and I'm like, "Thank you, I've been saying that for years," right? And there was a few things where he's like, "Oh yeah, we're looking at doing this or whatever, it doesn't make any sense to do this," and I'm like, "Thank you, I've been saying that for years." So I was like, okay, I think this guy actually knows what he's doing. So like, between all the key players of the people I talked to, a lot of the people, when I walked into Double or Nothing, so much of the locker room and the production and office and stuff, I'd never even met. Some I had met, but some I hadn't,
They booked your debut perfectly. I don't think you could have had a better debut. I knew you were coming to work here, and I was excited about it. But for some reason, in my haste of working new partners and new production people and all this stuff, I forgot that you may or may not be at that show. So when you did your walk-in, your run-in, whatever, it resonated. It was a great way to be introduced. It showed your attitude. It showed that you're a player. They got respect for you. I just love that. That's got to be another one of those good moments for your career. When you think back at it, that was a hell of a good night for Jon Moxley. Is that our cue to leave?
Well, it was a good night. That one work? We're one mic down. Yeah, it was a good night. It was that was a really pretty indescribable, surreal feeling to be in another ring besides WWE, a big sold-out arena like that. And Jon Moxley wasn't a famous name, so to be in an arena full of people and they're chanting Moxley, which was like mine, that felt like me, like my ownership. That was like just such a surreal cool moment,
I'd probably two final questions here. What do you hope to accomplish here? What do you, as a pro? I mean, obviously, we all want to earn a good living and save some money and pay our taxes and do the things that reasonable citizens should do. But from a performer standpoint, is there a bucket list of guys here that you want to check off, that you want to have programs with, or kind of if you're booking yourself, what direction would you go in? Babyface, heel, where would you be?
Well, I'm not going to spoil it, so I won't reveal too much. But the cool thing about what we're doing now is like you can do long-term storytelling, and we have long-term plans that we're actually going to like stick with. And there's already like a little hints and little clues and stuff that are being dropped that nobody knows yet. That months later they're going to look back on and be like, oh, like the stuff like that's already happening. Oh, cool, another mic. So.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. A lot of it is kind of like I don't know. I'm still almost kind of finding my footing as like as a character and like just kind of figuring it out.
Are you worried? Are you worried about being either a clearly defined babyface or a clearly defined heel? Does that matter? I told guys, this is my opinion, just become a star. Get over, and the audience will figure out where they're going to play you. But get over is the main thing.
Yeah, I mean, from what I understand, the attitude has been kind of like we're going to kind of go with like shades of gray kind of thing. You know, I'm always better, always more comfortable as an antagonist, I think. If people want to cheer me, cool, but I don't want to change what I'm doing to like try to, you know, I don't want to come out and sing a song and dance or whatever. I just want to beat the shit out of people. I just want to try to fuck people up. Like, I think if there's one thing that I think I can bring to the table in AEW to make sure we have, you know, on the menu is, like, I'm trying to, like, fight people. I'm trying to hurt people. I'm trying to come with the attitude of, this isn't like a song and dance performance, you know, like, and there are, you know, there's all kinds of different styles. There's a whole bunch of different styles and different kinds of presentation in AEW. And, you know, I think over time as a company, we'll kind of define our product as a whole a little more. But right now I want to be the guy that if we're in a match, I'm trying to hurt you. Like I heard Chuck Liddell say one time in an interview, he's like, dude, like when I got in a cage with this dude, I'm trying to kill him. Like I'm not trying to score points. I'm trying to fucking kill him. And it, like really like I like that mentality, you know, for professional wrestling. Like
Kenny Omega made a comment that I picked up on a Wednesday night show in this video where he said that he questions the fact that you're actually angry or frustrated. It's a lights out match because you didn't really expect that you could chain wrestle with me. And I thought that is a little bit of a, you know, a little office here. I just don't sense that a lights out match is going to be a chain wrestling event anyway. But did you hear that? Did it resonate with you? Or was that just me?
Oh yeah, and I get to beat the shit out of him tomorrow night. So I take him down, I'll choke him out, I'll hit him over the head with a fucking pipe, I'll do whatever I want. I was mad because, you know, technically it's not going to count or whatever. But it's like, it counts. We all know it counts. It's on pay-per-view. That's bullshit. It counts.
Finally,
it's about me being like, dude, I don't like that you're trying to, like, you know, I don't like that you're trying to keep me out of the win column and away from your championships and like kind of try and keep me over here in my little box. Like, oh, you're the king of the lights out match or whatever. Like, you know, like what you don't think I can kick Chris Jericho's ass too? I'll kick Kenny Omega's ass and then kick Chris Jericho's ass. You know what I mean? You try, like, I don't like, you know, I don't know. I didn't like the gave me this doesn't count in the wins-loss records. Gave me a little bit of a weird feeling, but we all know it counts because it doesn't. These championships don't mean shit. These records don't mean shit. The strength of competition. I don't watch college football. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I'm the baddest motherfucker in this game. Produce somebody who can kick my ass. That's all I'm asking.